The meme coin FRET on Solana is in an interesting situation. The price seems to be stabilizing while trading volume is down. Now, I believe there are two successful approaches to meme coin trading. The first approach is pretty straightforward. We simply ride the current wave, as in when the investor base of a meme coin grows, the price tends to grow as well, and then we simply sell when the growth stops. The second approach is to use the correlation between attention, trading volume, and price. When there's a lot of attention on a token, the price tends to spike. When attention slows down, then the price tends to bottom out. Now with FRET, we have seen how the growth temporarily halted and how we are now bottoming. Have a look at this chart. In the last 48 hours, we haven't gained anything, we haven't lost anything, and trading volume gradually slowed down. Now let's zoom out a little bit. We can see clearly how there's a connection between attention, as in the trading volume, and the price. Right? The trading volume tends to be elevated whenever the price is high. Now what we see over here are two data points. I bought FRET over here and I bought it over here. My average entry is probably at around 20 cents. So I'm currently slightly in the negatives for this position. In this video, I want to talk again about the on-chain analytics. I want to talk about why I keep on holding FRET. Now I published a video on FRET before on this channel. And what's interesting is that that video actually got above average attention. So an average video is here in gray and the FRET video is here in blue. The video got roughly 3 times more attention and it still gets search traffic. Now the reason why I share this is because this is another data point, right? It shows us that there is retail interest. Now let's dive into the on-chain analytics as usual. What we've got on the left is the number of wallets that have at least 60,000 FRET tokens. At the current price, that's roughly $1,000 worth of the token. In the middle, we go at 10x in minimum holding. So that's now $10,000 worth of the token at the current price. On the right, another 10x. So that's $100,000 worth of the token. We can see that there aren't too many whale wallets. So there's only 22 wallets with more than $100,000 worth. What we also see is that there was quite a bit of a decline from the 2nd of November all the way to the 10th of November. Now, where did this decline come from? It probably comes from MEXC. So MEXC listed FRET, and with the listing, some people move over their FRET tokens to the exchange to then potentially sell it off. Now, despite that listing, we still saw the number of holders recovering. I believe that's good. Now, the FRET token clearly is currently depressed. And we can see this on several fronts. On the left side, we see the number of recurring traders versus first-time traders. The recurring traders are in orange, the first-time traders are in purple. And of course, we see our two waves. And when we look here at the 13th of November, we see how the price rally tended to turn around, right? The next day, we didn't see any growth anymore. When we look, however, at the 9th and 10th of November, we can see how the price was comparatively depressed. So it does make sense to buy when nobody is looking, when we can assume that the token will stay around and that a second attention wave comes. Now for FRET, that second wave definitely came, and I'm now speculating on a third wave. We can see this effect even a bit clearer on the right side. So the number of token transactions per day. Again, we are currently slowing down. Attention is at its bottom. And so I think the likelihood is high that the price is also at its bottom. I actually believe that this video is not going to outperform the average video. Probably a lot of eyeballs are now not at the token. Now here's a common misconception. Most people think that the altcoins currently outperform Bitcoin and outperform the rest of crypto. That's actually not true. The others' dominance is going down. So the others' dominance is a measure of the market cap of all the cryptocurrencies that are not in the top 10. And since beginning of the year to today, that went down by 28%. Meanwhile, the Bitcoin dominance went up, so Bitcoin became a more and more important part of crypto. However, the ecosystem that still attracts a lot of capital is Pump.fun. So that's the launchpad of meme coins on Solana. It's the best performing category within crypto, and pretty much everything here is meme coin related. So the segment we should stay away from is not Bitcoin and it's not the meme coins, it's the middle, right? It's the DeFi protocols, it's the GameFi protocols, it's potentially also the infrastructure plays. Now, within the Pump.fun ecosystem, we have to look at the tokens that have upside potential, because it's not that easy for a token like Peanut to make another 10x from here, because it's already at 1.6 billion market cap. 1 week ago, the market cap was close to 100 million, right? It made a 1,300% return. When we look at FRET, it's pretty much in a situation where Peanut was 1 week ago. Now, here's the main reason why I'm so bullish on FRET. I think the smart money is accumulating. Because have a look at the trading volume. On the left, it's measured in US dollars, and on the right, it's normalized to 100%. Over time, the whales and the large retail investors tend to make up more and more of the trading volume, and small retail tends to decline as a fraction of trading. Now, I believe that meme coin trading is both a game of luck and skill. The more the game is played, the less important the luck component becomes and the more important the skill component becomes. In other words, the people that have skill, they tend to make more and more money. They tend to concentrate the funds. Thus, the whales tend to make the better calls. Thus, we should follow the whales. Now, not every whale is smart, but of course the whales in aggregate should be smarter than the very small retail investors that don't yet have that much success. And so check out the following two charts. On the left side, we see the token balance that's allocated to different wallet cohorts. On the right side, we see the value of that allocation. And again, what can we see? We can see how the whales take over more and more of the thread supply. Smart money buys and holds. Now, the whole concept of meme coin trading is to find the tokens that are yet to rally, that haven't already rallied. For example, how is it possible to find a token like Peanut early, to find it before it's $1.64? How is it possible that I made a video on Peanut 10 days ago, when at the time we were not at $1.64, but only at 11 cents? My answer to those questions is wallet tracking. I like to track individual wallets. I like to look at what is the smart money doing, what are influencers doing, what are insiders doing, what are people doing that move markets. And so have a look at this. This is an alert in our Telegram channel. Crypto Banter bought the Peanut token for 3 cents. Now that was over here. Since then, the price went up by more than 5,500%. Now, who is Crypto Banter? Crypto Banter is one of the largest channels on YouTube. They've got 1.1 million subscribers. When they talk about a token, of course, attention goes up and with it, the price goes up. And so I don't believe in just picking random tokens on a list, right? I believe in following the smart money. When the smart money is buying a token, I also tend to buy as well. Now that's easier said than done. Of course, we need to know who owns what wallet. And again, for that, we use on-chain analytics. We've got 33 wallets by Crypto Banter alone that we are tracking. In total, we track more than 400 wallets, not just by Crypto Banter, of course. And so I like this strategy so much that I made a dedicated tutorial section just on wallet tracking. So how can we find various influencer wallets? How can we subsequently track them? And how can we finally also interpret the signals that we get from the tracking? It's all part of Premium, but Premium is not just about wallet tracking. It's also about on-chain analytics, right? The charts that we looked at today in this video. It's also about backtesting. It's also about risk mitigation and portfolio diversification. It's more than 100 videos in total. Now, once we have a signal, we of course also need to discuss when to buy, when to sell. We have to compare on-chain analytics, etc. That's why we've got dedicated chats on the individual altcoins as well. So feel free to check it out. It's currently $125 per month. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you don't make money, in case you don't like Premium, just message me within the first 7 days and I'll refund you 100%. There's really zero risk for you. And so does it make sense to buy or sell Thread right now? I might be biased, of course. I personally hold some Thread. My plan is to simply keep on holding because currently the price is pretty stable. And then when attention goes up again, when trading volume goes up again, then I plan to sell for a profit. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you in the next video or see you in Premium. Cheers.